Um,
By the way, you can use Google.
The code is
City-
in chat, by the way.
D City Rock. I could probably figure it out. Can I at least get a hint in the right direction? Because when you just give me like 3 words in a vacuum like that, I'm just like,
It's a 2010
because I see it, I'm
animated
like,
series.
I don't mean to
From-
alarm you, but Carbon, your avatar is a cat girl.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Oh, fuck!
I mean, do you, my guy?
hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was supposed to be for a that was a redeem that I totally. There we go. Okay,
I mean, she's hot.
everything was
She's hot.
everything was updated except for Fugi Tech. I am wow.
All right. Well, there you go. Does
I mean, she's hot. I just wasn't expecting it to be your avatar for the game.
Johannes' cat maid?
No, Johannes is not happening.
Cat maid.
I mean, it's not like it would be like
We suddenly have a Canopian.
Yeah, it would be lore friendly. They exist in universe.
Uh-huh.
Johannes somehow like I don't know. Like somehow discovers more about Canopus stuff. Oh boy!
I don't know. I think at this point
he discovers Canopus is like, huh.
Wait,
This whole cat girl thing is all right.
This is cat girl.
I think
what is the whole cat girl thing?
I think
seems fun.
I think by this point
I was considering a Canopian before settling on Deanna.
Fallon.
I think
this whole turn of conversation reminds me. Did I post the meme? Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
I think at this point in the timeline, pretty much everybody other than the common folk in the Combine probably know about Canopus.
Yeah, that's valid. Oh yeah, no, I did post it. The Transfem's getting a BattleTech meme.
Oh, I forgot about the other half of my YouTube recommended. I am not going to disclose it.
Oh,
Who knows? Can I edit it from here? Probably not. I can no longer angry.
Jade.
There we go. Yes. Stage whispering. Stage whisper. Stage whisper.
What's going on?
Oh, fucking. Bless the ever-living fuck up. I'm sorry. I've been debating changing over my search engine to DuckDuckGo from Google. And guess what Opera decided to do for me?
Did it see itself?
Yeah. Ugh. I'm so fucking happy.
To try out I use a lot of Brave. Yeah, Brave is good.
I made a sub quest to find the series where the song came from.
Well, I just did.
Well,
What the fuck you want me to say about it? It's just right here.
where?
Well, fine. I'll post the damn article that I'll post the damn thing that I found.
Don't post the wiki link.
No,
Oh,
Not the wiki link? Well, I was about to post the wiki link. Sorry.
No worries. I'm actually about to get up and grab another cup of coffee if you guys want to continue for another minute or two.
Oh my god. Continue talking for a minute or two about whatever degenerate nonsense this is.
Hey,
Wow.
hey,
And
so
another-
long as you don't say anything that would, get the stream shut down, it's fine by me.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be saying anything about it.
who
And-
would be texting about it?
There. There.
The only thing I know about the series is that my brother won't shut up about it.
It's cringe, but I
I-
love it.
I know nothing about it. That is so far outside of my wheelhouse. I was going to college when this came out.
Cringe, but I love it. Also, I was not supposed to see it when I was 15.
No, I would presume not.
Okay, so
Oh, I know what show that is. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. I'm
wow,
sorry.
that's ancient.
I just laughed so shrilly that my microphone didn't even pick it up.
okay. I've
I know what that
attempted
show
to
is.
watch that show, and
Am
Am I
like
the only one that's entirely in the dark about this?
I don't know. After
know
like
it
the first
exists.
couple of episodes, I was like, not for me.
You know, valid.
I don't know any more than it exists, so
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
yeah. Well, and even then, that's the minute my brother starts nattering, I just kind of tune out.
You know, that's fair. It happens.
Sometimes it's even too cringe for me, but most of the time it's. I
No,
wouldn't
the
say
minute when I start seeing a bunch of weird shit, happening, I immediately change the channel in fear of the chancla like flying into my room. So
You know,
like,
that's fair.
I don't know. It's only been in like the last year that I have known anything about this show. So yeah, don't feel bad.
yeah, because I was, back in the day when I used to sneak on Toonami and watch a whole bunch of crazy
Oh, there
shit.
it is.
When this popped up, I was like, no, I'm not taking a risk.
I watched the whole show
But at the same
on
time, too,
marathon.
yeah, yeah, just
Oh my god.
I think I can't remember what anime I was generally watching in 2010.
Yeah, at that time I wasn't really watching anime at all, to be honest.
2010, 2011. I think that's when I was binging Claymore.
Mm.
I
I
was
wasn't
3.
watching a lot of anime. I was playing a lot of like RPG games back on the 360. Like my shit was like Fantasy Star Universe for the 360, and then the minute when that shit got canceled, and I was so devastated that once 2011 came around and Skyrim came out, woof, that was fun. I, I honked my friend's game. He was like, "When are you gonna give it back?" And I was like, "It's so good." Meanwhile, I'm just setting my fucking character towards like a giant just to get launched.
By the way, I have another question. Just throwing it out in the air. Do any of you know Red Wine?
Like the elf greaser enters F-Zero with a Trans Am.
Yes.
Yeah,
I fucking love that movie.
it's a great movie.
Great. Now I'm gonna have this the Yellow Line Race song going through my head.
It's so that song is so good though.
It is.
There was a night where some a bunch of my friends that I had all met through like MWO. This would have been God. This was a while before you and I met, Carbon. In 161. We had a movie night and we had a double feature of Redline and 2006 Speed Racer.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh. That was a great fucking night.
More like Nanjas, am I right?
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, I would love to watch a lot of. So kind of like from time to time, I've been trying to like finish up the Patlabor series. Like that one I've been pretty addicted on.
Mhm.
To be honest, I fucking love Oda. Oda, like I just
I
resonate
knew
with
you.
so much.
I knew.
fucking love Oda.
I knew you would love Oda. As soon
I love Oda.
as I finally got around to watching the series and was introduced to him, I was like, oh yeah, Carbon would fucking adore this character.
I fucking love Oda.
Alrighty. So last week ended with one hell of a cliffhanger.
Uh-huh.
As Carbon, after receiving some friendly advice and, a fair bit of a dressing down, decided to challenge Star Commander Kirka to a duel. Specifically, to his trial of position. You have to be removed from the map. And you have to be removed from the map. You and
Which we could do.
you.
Recap style announcements.
Yeah, it would be nice. So where we pick up is just outside of the debriefing room as as everybody is filtering out. Walking to their Johannes, I'm assuming, is actually here. Who leaves the room first? Like the debriefing room.
I think we all know who it is.
I think it was Carbon. If I remember correctly, the order was
Yeah.
something along the lines of
Urban, Diana.
no, Deanna was Deanna didn't leave. She was dead last.
As I was
I
saying,
remember.
we could even come up with a new order
Yeah.
right now.
I mean, there's also the post sessions
Well,
that Deanna and I wrote that
I-
kind of dictate an order.
Oh.
And I know
I
Ainsley has one in there as well.
yeah, I was kind of writing of the idea that Ainsley went after Diana. So yeah.
I mean, Deanna just sat there for a minute to process and have a short conversation with Samantha. She didn't really
Fair enough.
want to be complete. Like, it wasn't I
So-
need privacy, just I need a minute to process.
Fair enough. So then I guess it would have been Carbon, Jet, Kirka, Deanna, Ainsley.
Yeah, that tracks. So, Johannes, you will get the first narration because you are the first person leaving the room. What is going on? Are you going straight to your pod? You
Uh, yeah, so this is directly after the.
Pretty much.
Just to reiterate,
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like you storming.
This
you
is
like
storming
literally
out
right
in-
after
This is
the big
literally
the
the
big-
next
Okay,
the next second. Yeah.
okay, yeah. So right after that, Johannes pretty much like storms out of the room, and he's going straight for the pods, and he's kind of just he's yeah he's he's running straight for the pods, and without showing any kind of like resentment towards it, like he pretty much out of experience to some degree, like he opens up the pod and he jumps right in, pretty much. He's there, he's setting everything up, he's pressing the buttons, and as he's sitting in the dark and then the lights turn on, he kind of just sits there like with his arms folded,
alrighty.
just waiting.
Jet filters out and just kind of moves off to the side to where one of the monitors are. I do believe it was Kirka next.
Yeah. And I pretty much detailed all of my like everything that happened in the immediate aftermath in a between session. Do you want me to summarize it, or would you like me to do a dramatic reading of it?
This is basically just after you leave the room. Like after like essentially from the point of view leaving the room to you getting into the pod. If you want to summarize
that's exactly what it covers. Basically, Kirka flags down a runner, hands off Johannes's data pad, and tells the runner to track down Star Captain Mellis, have him look at the data pad's file access history, and also to inform him that Johannes pushed the trial of position to like here and now against me. And then once the runner left, then Kirka went to her pod and started getting everything set up, including getting a moment of inspiration and quickly modifying her loadout to the one that I posted in the group last week.
Oakley dokley. Deanna.
Deanna sits in the room for a minute or two just to kind of regain her center, because she doesn't like that she didn't hold her tongue and didn't keep an even keel, which is when Samantha knocks on the door, goes in. They have a short conversation about her frustrations with heat management, after which the two of them also go out to just find a spot to watch the trial. Because of things up my sleeve, I would like to have them find a place to stand near Helmer.
Yeah.
So that once they've settled in, she looks over to the Falcon and says, "I would like to duel you when this is over. Nothing formal, nothing on the line, except maybe my pride."
Just after you say that, you hear a voice coming from behind you. It's actually one of the other female mech warriors that you've seen around the ship. You recognize the voice of Rain, and you can actually hear the sound of two sets of footsteps coming up. Why not make this interesting? Why not why don't the four of us, and gesturing to another of the ship's mech warriors, engage in a four-way free-for-all?
The intention was to compare myself to a known quantity, because he is the only one that Kirka has also faced. But I do have all day, and we would be happy to do both.
Very well. And Ainsley.
She basically sits there till everyone leaves. After which she goes to also watch the trial of position that will be happening. Rambling on about trying to convince herself to train.
Alrighty. So, as soon as you both load into your pods and get everything loaded up, you see the startup screen. And it kind of pauses before the map is generated, and you hear a voice over. What the hell? I removed these. You're not there, and you're not there. You two are there though. Boop and boop. You hear the voice of Star Captain Mellis. Johannes, I hear you have initiated a challenge. Is this correct?
Yeah, like a slight static. That is correct.
Very well. This challenge is fully sanctioned by myself. And if you lose this challenge, you will lose the right to be called a warrior. You understand this, correct?
Johannes takes a deep breath, and as he exhales, yes, yes, I understand.
Very well. Let the challenge commence. And you find yourselves loaded into a cityscape. Kirka.
Mhm.
I'm assuming you're taking first narration?
I am.
It is all yours.
Perfect. Okay, I see what's going on there. All right, I'm just gonna push directly forward. 1, 2, 3. Why you know that? Why you know that? 1, 2, 3.
Do you have the right tool selected?
I should. Laser pointer, ruler, back to laser pointer. Yeah, it's not that one.
Oh, that's the laser pointer. Like, I know I can move your token, and
Yeah, and that's a distance. Cool. So it's got to be the laser pointer, and I click, and yeah, I click and I know drag.
give me a second. Let me do something here.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna launch player window. It's gonna add a new player for a moment, just so that I can test something.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
How much I see the meme.
Oh my god. Yeah, the classic.
All right. And
I eat grass.
It's even funnier with the. It's even funnier with the audio, because it plays like stock music, like happy morning music or whatever, and then all of a sudden just. Yeah.
Yeah.
and I need to go back here.
I don't
You.
know why YouTube gave me that recommendation.
Okay, so it should be.
Marker.
Yeah. So it should be in that same one with like the ruler and laser pointer and
Mhm.
whatnot. It should be the
Yeah.
furthest left icon, like thing to click on in the player window.
The furthest left icon.
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
with the like
left
four
click pans the
directions.
map, and
That, if you have that selected, you should be able to move, because I'm testing that in the player window right now.
yeah, unable.
The only thing I can suggest is try restarting the program.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me just restart the program.
Let me delete Toast, because Toast doesn't need to be there.
Let's see, and then I need to find the code again. There it is. Oh, now you're not responding. Okay. There we go. Come on, nice and easy. And then ready. And that should drop me in. Hopefully.
Yeah, you're in. I just updated the map.
Okay, now I can move.
There we go. Yahtzee!
Perfect. Hell yeah. All right, awesome. All right, we're good.
Alrighty, and you're just moving up the 3?
Yeah, I don't have any weapons that would be able to... Actually, no, let me remove. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Alrighty. Johannes, the game of cat and mouse has begun.
Hey. And just to make sure that there is a wall to that is a wall, right?
Anything outside anything that is black, like basically the only movable area for you is what you can see in the box that your token is placed in. Anything outside of that, you don't have access to. You have to stay within the 4 black walls, basically.
I think what he was asking about was immediately south from his token.
No.
The light gray.
Yeah, so
No, sorry.
Because that looks like I read that as sidewalk.
Yeah, it's sidewalk.
yes,
All of the walls have
sidewalk,
like a
okay.
little bit of a shadow
Okay.
on the top and right sides. But yeah, that's that like area right down there is sidewalk.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, let's see. Yep. So Johannes is pretty much hitting the gas, going south.
Alrighty. I don't really remember. Actually, I'll just scroll back up to it. You put it in the general part of the chat. It was before the boots. I think. For that. Okay, so yeah, you also have a targeting computer, probe, and ECM. Okay. Which is why having access to those is handy. Okay, so yeah, you can both basically see each other on sensors. And know each other's relative positions. Kirka, it is your activation.
1, 2. Come on. Oh my god, now it's lagging. You lagging wagon? As soon as it resolves.
Yep.
Please don't tell me it went non-responsive again. It might have. It looks like it did.
Yeah, it looks like it went non-responsive again because I can't even. Because normally I would still have like the ability to select and move tokens, but my mouse pointer
Damn.
isn't even changing.
Yeah, mine's in click. So damn. Okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming all you're doing is just moving to that space where your line stops.
I've come.
I'll take Discord and kill Discord. Fuck me.
I think it crapped out like one square before she ran out of movement.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Because I thought you were. Yeah, I thought you were like one behind where that. Yeah, you were right there.
Yeah, I had moved 1. So
yeah, and then
2, and then 3. Okay. That's where I want to go. There we go. Now it's unfucked itself.
Perfect.
For the moment.
It just requires a little patience.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty. Johannes.
Okay, now it's back. I was also having a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
So yes. Johannes would go. And Mechwarrior. Yeah, I believe it also froze in for me.
You're gonna have to just give it a minute.
No problem.
It's unfortunately it's something that we're gonna have to deal with because even this is better than Roll20. I know there are probably people in the audience who are fans of Roll20. I am not. think the next time I get some extra money, I might throw some down and get Cheer a VPN to test that theory out.
Did it break again?
Yep.
I didn't pay attention, but spaced out.
Oh, hold on. No, because I clicked over to another window, so now it's just not going to respond at all. Damn it. Okay, so where were you planning on moving? Just as a just to let us know.
Carbon.
Carbon, you still there?
Hello? Oh, sorry about that. The Microsoft. Yeah, it was west.
Okay, so you're just gonna move 3 directly
Yeah, 3 west. Yes.
Okay. It would be nice if the program would stop being laggy.
I'm also taking screenshots too. Just
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna force end the task and start it again. See if that helps at all. There we go. And connect. And ready. And start. Okay, so you were right about there. You were there.
that's correct.
Alrighty. Let's try this again. Kirka.
Right. Since I see you doing that sharp left turn, I am going to match accordingly. 1, 2, 3. And that should put me within visual line of sight of Johannes and able to open fire. So we're looking at 1, 2,
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to get line of sight on that.
6, 7, 8, 9. All right, 10 squares away. That was
Short.
we're looking at long range, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. Okay. So then the only thing that I have access to at this range that would be able to fire would be my large pulse lasers.
Alrighty.
Let me move you over. Make sure I have everything all squared away. I do. All right, so we're going to be at a 2d6 plus 11. Flap, 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 flap.
Johannes,
Yes.
you need to make a piloting check.
Yep.
Alrighty, that hits.
That is going to be 7 damage to your 4.
That would be to the front.
That is the front.
Yep.
And if I see here, I had, that is 6 armor, so that blows through, and I now only have is 1 structure.
Okay, so that yeah,
If
first
that's
if it was
correct.
7 damage, and you only have
Yeah, it's
6.
7, so it blew through.
If you
Yeah, go ahead.
if it was 7 damage, you only have 6 armor. It would have taken all of your armor plus 1 of your internal structure pips. So, first, Jade, I need you to roll 2d6 to check for motive hit.
All right, we'll just count this one that I just did. That's an 11.
Okay, so that was a motive hit. So that's -2 speed until repaired. And now I need you to check for critical.
No crit.
Okie dokie. Johannes, it is your turn. You are currently at 1 movement. And you just got a pair of very angry lasers shot at your front end.
Or 6.
We have established its long range
Long range.
between you. Yeah.
And tag. It's not gonna.
You don't even have long enough range for the tag. I do believe that only works in short range.
What? Which attacks?
There's a tag on his tank that it's a light tag that's only good to short range.
Yeah, and it also only helps for indirect LRM fire and artillery, neither of which are available.
The AC5 should be able to go out to long.
Yeah.
Yeah, the UAC 5 goes out to long.
Yeah, you got a
At a
gun.
-1.
Yeah.
You got a gun that can reach out and
Alrighty.
touch.
Okay, so
Um,
Johannes is gonna go for.
as it is the same battle round, and effectively this stuff is happening simultaneously, in universe, the -2 for your speed isn't for shooting isn't going to affect you this round.
Yeah.
So you still have equal speed. Just to let you know.
Equal speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna I grab. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm on the right one.
It's lagged again.
Yeah, I think I'm having a bug with
Yeah,
mine.
it's lagged again.
Yep. I was gonna say that Johannes moves diagonal 1 square.
Okay, so you're not repairing your motive this turn?
No, he's gonna try to move.
Okay. So you're just moving 1 square on the diagonal down towards Kirka?
Yeah, diagonal right.
So away from Kirka.
Away from Kager, yeah. So
Okay.
south east.
Yeah, so you're basically your breaking line of sight.
Breaking line of sight.
Alrighty. Are you attempting to do anything else?
going to attempt to do some target jamming on the mech. Yes. So doing. Yes, I'm going to be jamming targeting capabilities.
Okay, hold on.
Because no wait, but then
You have
at the
control
same
again,
time,
by
I
the
think
way.
I'll be.
You should have
Hello?
control again, by the way. Because I can move
Okay.
your character.
You can do all of these. You can shoot. You can move. You can do your
Well,
You can
from
do
No,
your
understandable.
e-warfare.
I'm also moving my character right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
like he
Oh,
moved.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Okay.
moved there. Yep. And he's gonna be doing the EC.
Electronic
some target
warfare.
scramble.
Yeah. So that
So
is.
you're not
Computers
shooting,
roll.
is what I'm hearing.
Not shooting. Yes,
Okay.
not shooting.
Yeah, no,
Got it.
he
Not
broke
shooting
line of sight.
And break line of sight.
That's what yep, just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty, so make your computers roll. You barely make it. So Kirka, you have a -1 to your shots for the next round.
Okay. That's fine.
And it is now Kirka's turn.
Imagine that. During a round I can't see him, I have a -1 to shooting. 1, 2, 3. No shot. As my targeting computer reboots and I'm unable to see him anyway.
That is entirely fair. Johannes.
Okay.
Johannes is probably very happy that Kirka does not seem to have jump jets on this build.
Yeah. Definitely. Hold on a second. Yeah. I'm trying to grab the character, but it seems to be bugged for me again. I'm thinking about like just leave it and come back. That's okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Like,
Right.
I know I can grab it. But yeah, you might be having an issue. Just let me know when you're back in, then I can update the view.
Right. Sounds good.
I'd like it stated for the record that Kirka is fuming at the moment simply because he didn't die in that one shot.
I can imagine.
Any location but the front, and she would have done it.
I know. And
Yeah.
she hit the
He has
front.
one. Yeah.
And even then, it's just the one on the front. So, like... So, like, at this point, one more shot and it's over. But she's also just like, fucking can't believe this.
Okay. I'm in.
This is what I get for aiming center of mass.
Alrighty, you should be good to go.
Okay. Oh, I'm able to do it.
All right.
So
You can move one.
Yeah, you still haven't repaired your motive hit.
Here. Yep. So Johannes moves to this position, and right now he's locked in, very focused. Sweat right now. He's just like sweating at the brow, and he's looking both ways from his position. He's looking towards the west, and he's looking south. And right now he's currently holding position, and since he's not in line of sight, but Johannes is going to do some more electronic shenanigans again, into further reducing Kirika's ability to target, or at least attempt.
Alrighty,
So yeah.
roll your computers. Once again, it seems successful. -1 to targeting Kirka for 1 round.
Wonderful.
And Kirka, it is your narration.
One, 2, 3. And I am not taking any chances now that I'm in short range, if not point blank.
That's short.
Perfect. Short. Why'd you move over there? That's not what I wanted you to do.
Is there going to be a lot of heat generated by you this turn?
No, I'm heat neutral. Anyway, large pulse lasers. Now that I'm up here with a -1, but I still get the +2 because pulse lasers. And your movement 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a +2 on top of that. So that's a +14.
And Johannes is piloting?
Yep.
Okay. So that's large pulse lasers.
Dead.
That's
Actually,
turret.
so
What's the
yeah.
Yeah, but turret has 7 points of total health or less.
I think it has
Wait,
6.
how much? Well, it has
Large
what
pulse
if the
lasers do
ground-
large pulse lasers do 7.
Yes, but I think it has 6
Yeah,
armor
that-
and 2 structure.
Okay. Damn it.
So
Well,
it's the same
luckily-
as the front.
Okay. Well, luckily I have more.
Hold on. We're not done
Oh.
yet because on boxcars that is a potential for through. Well, sorry. You have 2 crits to roll.
Okay.
Your sheet says turret is 5-2.
Actually, yeah, it's actually
Oh,
5-2.
It's
I
5-2.
think that
Okay, yeah, that blows up the
yeah.
turret.
Front is 6-2,
That-
rear is 4-2.
So yeah, that is a quick fight as the turret of your tank. Well, sorry, Kirka, how does this look? And you can narrate all of your other weapons going into it as well if you want.
I was about to say. Because she would probably do that anyway, just for a little overkill, just for the catharsis. Basically, as soon as the targeted computer starts to come back online, as she begins to move so that she's in line of sight, it begins to go red again. She swears and reactivates the reboot cycle. And then shakes her head, realizing that she's not going to need that targeted computer with him being this close. Rounds the corner, and immediately, as soon as she rounds the corner, since she knew pretty much where he was thanks to the sensors, opens fire with the large pulse lasers. This time, making sure that she's hitting a component that she knows will suffer catastrophic damage upon taking the laser hit, and is met with watching the turret go jack in the box on the digital, not on the digital display, as she hits exactly in the at the joint ring where the turret meets the front hull of the tank. What Johannes sees from this angle is I presume he has a proximity sensor or something along those lines. He's looking to the south. He's looking to which directions were you looking? South and which?
he was looking south and he was looking west.
He was looking west. All right. So you happen to be looking south in that moment. And then you see your sensors and notice that I'm coming in from the west. You turn, too late to do anything about it, and you just see a Timberwolf lurch around the corner at full speed with its arms pointed directly at you. A brilliant flash of blue light, and then your screen goes black.
Well,
After which, for both of you, the combat stats roll over on your screen. and you hear over the comms units in the pods, this trial is over. Kirka is the victor. Johannes, you will need to decide what you are going to do from this point forward. And who is popping out of the pod first?
Erica pops out pretty much immediately. She has a face, she has an expression more akin to having swatted a mosquito than having just won an official trial. As she steps out of the simulator pod, throws her jacket back on over her shoulders, and makes her way towards the crowd that she notices gathered around the monitors, including Star Captain Malice.
Johannes?
So, what's going on inside of the pod after Johannes like had witnessed the whole destruction that had took place within the simulation? He's still sitting there with the blank expression on his face, as if he had suffered a huge shock. And it kind of takes him a moment, but then his right hand kind of involuntarily hits whatever controls that is to open up the pod, and he slowly comes out, and his face shows it's more or less like a neutral sort of disappointed look, but he's not making any eye contact with anyone. Holds his hand out to the pod, brings himself out, and just walks over to the table where he had placed his a coffee before. Takes a sigh and then just looks at the wall while he's while he's having the very short sip of his cold coffee. Like he's out of his mind right now. Yeah, but that's basically what's happening to Goddess.
As
He's just standing there with a cold expression.
as Johannes is grabbing his coffee and whatnot, and that basically going doing his thing, just kind of sulking a little bit. Star Captain Malice looks at him. It was your hubris that caused this. What are you going to do now?
As Johannes finishes his sip, he just looks down at his coffee for a minute, and then he replies very softly. He says, "Our captain, I honestly my job. I my job. Do my job."
You say that you're going to do your job, yet
Yes, sir.
you, instead of participating and ensuring that you were up to snuff, that you were ready for the mission ahead, you were engaging in this meaningless search. And at this point, he throws he tosses your data pad on the table in front of him. Your job was to train and get better. That was your job when you said you wanted to be a warrior. Your job was to take what your star commander had told you and the insight and, yes, criticisms she had to heart so that you could become a warrior. That was your job. What makes right now any different? Well, technician, I would like an answer.
Johannes just kind of shrugs a little in response, and he's shaking his head. He's trying to give a response in gestures, because he's trying to keep himself composed, essentially, and he's trying to show that he's agreeing. He's agreeing with the star captain. That doesn't make
I asked you a
different.
question, technician. It would behoove you to answer me.
It makes none.
You need to take some time to figure out if you are here to do your job. Because honestly, it doesn't seem to me like you are. If this isn't the job for you, we can find something for you to do that is outside of the combat zone. There are many jobs that need done.
At this point, Kirka would pipe in, Star Captain, if I may.
Go ahead.
It has been made perfectly clear to me in the briefing before we started this training, a course of training, that we needed all hands on deck and that we needed to be at our absolute best when it came to our combat capabilities in order to ensure our survival with this coming invasion of roadside Kuyaf.
Af.
In that case, Star Captain, it is my official recommendation as Star Commander that I do not have any, and at this point she looks at Johannes about as coldly as he's ever seen her look at him. That non-combat personnel be transferred outside of my purview. I do not need non-combatants in my star.
What do you have to say after hearing that, Johannes?
Jan is still, while still looking down at his cup. Looks over and he kind of has a very, like a light, very light smile. He nods and
Kirka's eyes would narrow as
he
she
he
notices
he
the smile.
but it's not a smile of like
It's a
like
nervous smile. I'm
like
assuming.
ego is it's kind of, yeah, it's like a nervous smile, like, you know, he's trying to seem like a good
Mhm.
yeah.
I can see
Yeah,
Kirkus.
He's trying to seem like a good individual.
It's a smile
Yeah.
of appeasement. Kirka's not having it.
Yeah, I fucked up, but hey, you know, like we're kind of, yeah. So,
But it's still
he's-
me, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Kirka's not having that. Her eyes narrow.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he is um I gotta look at the name. Sorry, it's just that I'm getting,
Who? What?
my mind is going blank right now. Sorry, it's just that it's really intense. Oh my goodness, hold on.
Which
There we go. Okay. Is Deanna in the room?
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. So,
she's way in the back, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's in the
so-
room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's in the
so-
room. Everyone is watching this.
so in that moment, after looking towards Deanna, Johannes kind of like gets hit with like a flurry of emotions because he totally forgot a lot of the stuff that he was taught by her, and it just like he almost blew up. But he takes a deep breath, puts down his coffee, and then he turns to face Star Captain Malice and says, "Okay, I don't know whether this is you don't."
Kirka's gonna lean forward ever so slightly.
Johannes is just freezing. It's just I guess you. No, not that I guess. I'm sure there are others that are able to fill the role a lot better than I. If if I may, I'll let you go to my quarters, Star Captain.
You are not dismissed.
I believe.
Star Commander Deanna. I've heard what Star Commander Kirka has to say about the situation. As Johannes here was put under your direct supervision, what do you have to say about this?
I was absolutely furious to find out that he has been sitting in his simulator on that tablet. That felt like an incredible betrayal of the opportunities we were giving him.
Do you concur with Star Commander Kirka's judgment and assessment?
The only thing I would consider different is being in a non-command role in a vehicle as electronic warfare operator, but otherwise, half. We need absolute professionalism in 2 weeks, or many of us are going to die.
Johannes, do you have any last words in your defense before I state my decision?
I don't know if this is what I'm about to say would be a good idea or not. Honestly, I believe that my opinion does not matter at this time, but given that we've already have traveled so far towards our destination, um, I believe you all still. I believe that the star still needs well, technician for the mission, but about if I vouch for one of my tank crews, perhaps, to take the helm. I believe I can still get used to some degree, as pathetic as that may sound.
Kirka,
But at least
Kirka snorts at that last statement.
You can continue, Carbon. If
Yeah.
Johannes was saying something else.
yeah. And then Johannes kind of like his hands kind of shaking while he's holding the cup, and he says, "At least I can still do what I have to do with whatever shred of honor I have left, at least in that regard. And perhaps maybe Drift could take the helm." He has been. Anyway, he said that is my
After
last words.
after your showing in this trial, your opinions about the crew of the Rattel, you're correct. Those are not going to matter. I will decide who will be commanding the Rattel. I do agree with you, however, that there is still a way that you can be useful. For the next week, you are confined to quarters other than meal times. I'm picturing that everybody's quarters has like an ensuite bathroom, so
Yeah.
I mean, I've stated there's a shower in mine.
Yeah.
So granted, it's an officer's quarters, but still.
yeah. I would imagine that like especially on a ship as big as this, like if it's gonna be able to have 2 Leopard dropships on it,
Yeah,
it's gonna
that's
be
fair.
a pretty big ship.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Because I didn't really realize it until I played Mechwarrior 5, but the Leopard is big.
Yeah, it's not small.
Yeah, it's pretty massive.
Like it's small as far as dropships go, but it's still not small.
Yeah, it is a pretty big boy.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so you will be confined to quarters for the next week. Your role in the upcoming battle will be from aboard the Onokuma. You will be working with our lead communications officer, in order to utilize your skills in electronic warfare. That
Giannis kind of nods and he's while continuing to make eye contact, or he's struggling to. So while also looking around every now and then.
if I hear that you are once again looking into this, gesturing at the data pad, especially while you are to be doing the job you were given. You will not be continuing with us after roadside. This is your final chance to remain aboard the Onokuma. I hope you understand that.
F. F. I completely understand.
So out of character, I'll leave the decision up to you. If you want to like do like a more combat role type character, we can roll you a new character, and Johannes can kind of take a backseat for a while. Or if you're
I
cool
was
with
thinking
this,
about. Yeah, I'm totally cool. I actually already have a plan for that. I was thinking about other characters. I was thinking about like Drift or maybe one of the tank crews kind of like starts to become more like known and stuff. But that's basically one of my plans, or someone else.
but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As far as that goes, just let me know before next session what you decide.
No problem.
Because I can
I'll
definitely.
be.
I can
Yeah.
definitely work something where you can have your time for narration while being like on the ship as well. So it is up to you.
Yeah.
It is now time, I think, for the Deanna and Helmer duel.
Oh boy.
So what does so basically, yeah, after that, after Star Captain Mellis says that, he kind of turns on his heel and walks out of the room. You can see that he is still kind of angry.
Slightly less pissed off than Kirka about the whole thing.
Yeah, maybe.
That's kind of debatable.
Yeah, equal for different
Yeah.
equal in different ways for different reasons.
Oh, really fast, out of character, but I see. So is it so pretty much is it okay for like Johannes to could have like left the room?
Oh, I mean, I personally think that since
Yeah, since Star Captain
like
Malice left.
yeah,
Like,
Mellis left, and he's probably
Yeah.
flagging security personnel to immediately come in and escort you to your quarters.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah. So while that happened, Johannes pretty much just like left the tablet, pretty much, because a lot of the data, like, did Kiriko deleted
No,
every like?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, it
So
didn't. No, she didn't delete it. She just closed
Oh,
out
okay,
the
yeah.
tabs that he had been using to
Yeah.
browse.
yeah, pretty much Johannes like out of his own mind just leaves it behind. Pretty much. It's kind of like his like with everything that had happened. Now he just doesn't want it, like, that used to be his place to like go to basically like lose himself and all that, just like his little like his hiding place. But now he doesn't want anything to do like in a like a,
His
a
hiding place.
psychologically doesn't.
His hiding place
Yeah,
from his
yeah.
job.
Yeah, pretty much is gone.
No,
And he just
hiding place
leaves
from his
the
job.
tablet behind.
Not his god.
What? Yeah, but pretty much, yeah. He's yeah, he's.
Alrighty, so Deanna versus Helmer. How does it look? Describe the scene while you're getting into your pod. Give us a wee narration.
After the two were signaled that they were next, she would make one last note to him of, I would like you to use your Hellbringer for this, for the most objective comparison. Would. And then doesn't wait for an answer. Either he will or he won't. And slots herself in. Samantha had given her some other loadout options, but she is going to go with the same one she used this morning. Again, purely subjective. Like, she wants to know more than anything where she stands compared to Kirka from, oh god, what was that? Session 3?
It was session 2 actually when when Kirka had dueled Helmer.
Oh wow. Yeah, I knew there was a two-parter in there, but I couldn't remember if it was before or after.
Yeah, the first one was the actual trial, and then we went in. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's her entire goal right now. Is she just wants to see where she stacks up, and he is a known quantity. Like, she watched he and Kirika duel in the past.
And I'm presuming the two have sparred since then, since she still holds his bond. So
You do.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the two of them, not he and
Yeah,
Deanna. God.
yeah, she and Kirka. Yeah, she being Kirka here. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm having one of those nights. Can you tell?
It's okay.
It's fine. Alrighty, so Helmer and Deanna load in. You see the are you practicing doing like the startup sequence manually, or are you just letting the pod do that?
Yeah, she would still do the startup by hand because she's gonna have to in the field.
Alrighty, yeah. So startup sequences go through for both of you, and you load in, and you two are also in a cityscape. You each can see that there's a blip that's like quite a ways away, so you have like the general direction of where Helmer is. And Deanna, since you are the PC, you get to go first.
With a deep breath and just a little bit of unintelligible muttering,
He's going to be doing something similar. Very excited to be back in this, by the way. I'm sure he is stoked. He missed his Hellbringer.
Ruh-roh. OBS did a dumb.
Oh no!
OBS doing dumbs never does that.
It's saying
That's
it's
a
trying to
lie.
reconnect.
Oh
so-
no, that can happen.
Are you going to reconnect OBS?